Okay, Jeff, 30 seconds. Tell us about JJ McCarthy.
J.J. McCarthy got top 10 draft capital in the NFL draft a couple weeks ago, and therefore he's really a highly valuable asset in your dynasty leagues. Minnesota's a great landing spot for him. He's got Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, T.J. Hawkinson. They just brought in Aaron Jones in the backfield. We love Kevin O'Connell as a coach. We think that he can get the most out of J.J.'s potential. Therefore, we really like him moving forward.
Okay, so in a minute, we're going to get into some trades involving JJ McCarthy, but first, we're going to talk about where we're taking him in rookie drafts. As always, the format that we're basing all this out of is a 12-team start 10 superflex, 4-point passing touchdown, 1.75 tight end premium. So, Dalton, if you're on the clock in rookie drafts, where are you taking JJ McCarthy at?
In that format, quarterbacks matter, obviously. The earliest I'm going to consider JJ is the 105. And right there, I'm debating between him and Drake May. We're assuming that Neighbors is already gone, along with our consensus top three. Um, we personally think May is the better player, the safer players. We will take May over him at the 105, but we will not fault you if you take him at the 105. If you're not taking him at the 105 and Drake May goes at 5, 106 is where we will take JJ in that format.
All right, so we're going to get into our first trade regarding JJ. I'm going to start with you, Jeff. Are you taking JJ and Zay Flowers or Trevor Lawrence?
I'm going to take Trevor Lawrence in this trade. I like Lawrence. He just got Brian Thomas, who's going to be his alpha receiver in Jacksonville. They have Evan Ingram. They have Christian Kirk. Last year, they ran the ball a ton in the red zone. I think this year, those numbers are going to start to even out. He'll throw for more touchdowns. His fantasy production will increase. I really like T Law. I'm not a big Zay Flowers guy. I'm going to go with the safer quarterback option and take Trevor Lawrence.
Do you agree with that, Dalton?
I'm going to disagree here. T Law just doesn't really do it for me. I don't think he's that different from JJ right now. And Zay Flowers is an undeniable asset, a solid wide receiver to have on your team. JJ also has, I think, maybe it's like the same upside as T Law, maybe even higher, just given the offense that he's in. T Law, obviously, the better prospect. Everyone knows that. But JJ does have great wheels. He can run the ball, and he's got great weapons to throw to. So I'll take the JJ and Flowers side here.
Okay, so next trade, we're going to look at tearing down from JJ. I'll start with you, Dalton. Are you taking McCarthy or are you taking Bryce Young and Isaiah Pacheco?
I'll go JJ here. Um, Bryce Young had the most disappointing rookie year you could really ever imagine he would have. Just sad for him. We do think he will rebound. We're not sure how much he's going to rebound, and we're also not sure that he has the fantasy ceiling that we're really looking for in our quarterbacks. We've seen quarterbacks that are good in the NFL, but not quite good in dynasty. I think Bryce Young might fall into that category. Isaiah Pacheco, like I don't really care. He's a running back. He's got maybe he'll be good this year. Maybe might stop halfway through the year. It's running backs. It's how they work, and he's they have nothing really invested in him in Kansas City. So I'll just take JJ here.
I really like Bryce Young. I think he's going to accrue in value this season, but Pacheco's really not moving the needle for me to get to JJ McCarthy, so I'm going to stick with JJ as per Dalton said.
All right, so now we're going to look at another trade, this time tearing up. I'll start with you, Jeff. Are you taking JJ McCarthy and Michael Pittman or Anthony Richardson?
I'm going to take Anthony Richardson here. I really like him moving forward. Despite the shoulder injury that he's coming off of, his rushing ability, he's a really good prospect. He showed amazing potential last year in the couple games that he did play. Some games he had like 40 fantasy points. He was remarkable. Give me the hammer quarterback. Give me Anthony Richardson.
Do you read that?
Yeah, Richardson. He barely played last year, but he could has the ability to just absolutely break fantasy, and especially in a 4-point league, which is what this is based off of. You just have to take the potential quarterback one. Richardson does have that in his range of outcomes. We do like Michael Pittman. I think we're higher on Michael Pittman than most channels are. But Richardson is just that his upside is just crazy, and I think we have to get Richardson here, even though it's a decent price. I don't fault you to take the other side if you're worried about Richardson's shoulder or just like his. Richardson is a very low range of or sorry, Richardson has a very wide range of outcomes. So
Yeah, I agree with all that. One could say that Richardson is proven. So last year we're going to look at is a cross-positional trade. I'll start with you, Dalton. Are you taking JJ or Chris Olave?
so we never done one of these trades before where it was just purely just one player for one player. We tend to not do those, but because this is cross positional, I think it's important to just kind of gauge what JJ is actually worth in terms of wide receivers, which is kind of like the going currency in dynasty that are first round picks, right? So we think Chris Olave is like that perfect happy medium for JJ. If you have JJ, let's say you have 3 quarterbacks or 4 quarterbacks in your team, and you want to get rid of JJ, I think you're perfectly fine trading away him for Chris Olave. I think I'm perfectly okay with that. If you have Chris Olave and you're missing a quarterback too, trade him for JJ. I think that's perfectly fine either way.
Do you agree with that, Jeff?
It's all about team need. If you're a contender and need immediate points, you go with Olave. just because McCarthy, rookie quarterbacks sometimes don't put up those numbers that you really want. With Olave going into his third year, you know that you're guaranteed good production for your team. So if you're a contender and need a wide receiver, I'm fine with making that trade. If you're a contender and need a quarterback, I'm fine with taking the JJ side. But if you're rebuilding and need a quarterback, I would go with the JJ side.
All right. Well, we hope you learned something. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.